Hello everyone, this is ScabCat242. So I thought I'd share with you some of my, kit bashed scuba gear accessories which I designed for 6-inch scale figures. So there's not too many accessories like these for 6-inch scale figures like Marvel Legends and stuff like that. And if there is, they're usually going to be from a very obscure figure line, or you take a chance by just buying it and it doesn't work out. But there's a couple of things I have right in front of me which I had put together using different from different figures and just getting creative. And one of them was a happy accident, which I'm very proud of. But I guess we'll get into the first thing I had put together. So this one right here, so I had cobbled from different parts. So this air tank was from a crocodile hunter figure, which I got from eBay, and it did come with a harness, but it was a little too bulky and big, so I ended up taking that off. And I remembered I had this smaller shoulder harness from a Tomb Raider figure, which I just drilled some holes and placed there. And as for, I guess, having the regulator, no, that was the tricky part, because having the regulator stay in place somewhere, I didn't know really what to do at first. So I had this mask, which I think came from a Hotel Transylvania figure. I had just glued the hose into the mask just to give the look that it was attached. And it works, but sometimes if I move this around too much, this tends to break and I have to re-glue it. But that was one of the first things that I had did. And some things that came with that Crocodile Hunter figure, there was another mask, which I didn't like that much, because for one, there's an opening, there's really no screen there. And he did come with some fins, which they're okay, but they don't really fit on other figures. So, but I still held on to those. So that was pretty much what I had reused from the Crocodile Hunter figure. And I want to say sometime last year there was a figure from NECA. I think it was the from the Jaws line. I forgot the name of the character that was portrayed by Richard Dreyfuss, but there was a figure of him that came in a scuba suit, and I thought the stuff I was gonna be able to use, unfortunately, the mask and fins were way too big. I forgot those figures are much larger than 6-inch scale figures, but I managed to salvage it, and actually I did sell that figure. I got most of my money back, but I did have use for the air tank. It's a little bigger than the other one, but I still think it does the part. And I actually did have another one of those harnesses from another Tomb Raider figure. Apparently I had two of those, but I just glued that on there. And then I had this mask, which I think came from a Polly Pocket figure, and I just glued that in there. I'm not very fond of this mask, but I don't know, I might switch this out at some point, but I thought it did the job okay. And the things that came with that NECA figure, the dive belt, I had I cut a little bit, made it a little shorter, and the knife sheath, I just glued that on, and it is, take that out. And he actually came with another one too, so I was glad to salvage those. And he came with a light, so I managed to get use of that figure despite the mask and fins not fitting. And I guess recently I had picked up another one of those Crocodile Hunter figures. I had recently got another Bison figure, but again, that harness was way too bulky and big, so I got creative. So I just cut a majority of it to as flat as possible, and I was unsure what I was going to use. because I wanted something that was going to be similar to this, but a little more flexible. Well, I remembered a hair scrunchie. Thankfully, my girlfriend had a spare one lying around, so that's what I used for the harness straps. And as for the mask itself, this came from a McFarlane figure. I think it was a Navy SEAL figure, which is this guy right here. Yeah, I did not know McFarlane made these. They're basically statues, but their gear has a lot of potential. The flippers fits pretty well on most 6-inch scale figures. The mask is removable. So yeah, I actually bought 2 of those just for the fins in the mask. So we are going to give a demonstration on how it works. So Deadpool will be a good example. So move his arms, goes right in. So as you can see here, no problem getting that strap on. Oh, maybe not. Even with his sword sheath, they still stand there pretty good. And then let's get the mask on with the regulator, which I super glued in. So come on, I know I did this earlier. Yeah, and either way, these fins didn't really fit as well, so I'm going to use the other ones. So yeah, there you go. That's what pretty proud of that. I was unsure how this was going to be, but yeah, that little strap worked pretty well. And I know there are some scuba gear accessories online I could possibly get. I think Gridiron Studios has like a set, but it's like $35, and it's a different type of gear. It's like a front chest rebreather set. While it is cool looking, I think you get the rebreather, mask and fins, a machine gun, but for $35, I thought it kind of came with a little bit more. So I was okay with just kit bashing stuff I already had or stuff that I just find online. So oh, I just broke that. Okay, that's not a problem. I just got to re-glue that. But yeah, that's what I cobbled up together. So hope that has been very informative. Feel free to leave some comments down below. If you have any suggestions on like how to make some scuba gear for 6-inch scale figures or any other potential figures that have useful accessories, let me know in the comments down below. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.